are live. Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Weekly Beer Show. We're live, and I am in Vietnam right now. Nate, folk you, what's going on?
Got him.
I wasn't going to say it. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, dude? How's Vietnam? Where are you at? What city you in?
Well, first of all, let me greet you. Where I am right now in a city called Vung Tau is awesome. I'm absolutely loving it. Guys, if you're just hopping on, the thing is, with the time zone and the technical difficulties and stuff, it got a little wacky this morning, but we figured it out. We're going live from here on forth. So I know I said 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So my bad. Sorry about that. Wasn't sure the whole time difference. It is in the morning over here. We are psyched. I am in Vietnam right now. If this is your first time hopping on the Weekly Beer Show, let me tell you a little bit about what we do. First, let me say, well, thank you so much for joining us. We're going ahead and we're reviewing beers. We got 2 delicious beers today from Vietnam. I'm going to be doing 2 beers. Nate, I believe you have one of the beers. Do you have two? Do you have 2 Vietnamese beers?
No, I got one. I got one Vietnamese beer.
Oh, he's putting the mic up to his mouth. I like it. Like Walter Cronkite.
I've got one Vietnamese beer.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter. We have definitely the same beer. And what we do is we go ahead and review it. Yeah, Sammy Adams Oktoberfest. We're going to be doing some awesome Oktoberfest, Mike, as soon. But today's all about Vietnam. You see, I'm in the hotel right now. We're going to also bring you fun segments on the show, like What Would You Rather? We have a segment called Good News. Just going to be an all-out fun show. Thanks for joining us. I know the time difference is a little bit different. In order to keep with the schedule, we started in the morning here in Vietnam because I'm going to go out and film today. But Nate, why don't you tell, hey, Dave Z, welcome to the show. Nate, why don't you tell everybody, if they're returning guests, what we do here?
For everybody returning, Robert Pennington, welcome to the show. For you that are returning to the show, we review 2 beers. Yes, Danny, that is 2 beers. This week is a little bit different. We got one beer that we will be reviewing together and another one that we will be doing separately. Considering Danny's traveling to Vietnam, things have changed a little bit, but we will still go to the scorecard. 5 different categories, 5 points each, equaling a total of a possible 25 points. Danny, is today the day?
Today might be the day. Today might be the day.
25. I'm going to say no, but you never know.
You never know. You never know that he's not looking into it. Let me address Bob. Bob, I'm doing great. I'm here in Vietnam in the South. I'm absolutely loving it. Good morning, Vietnam. I'm not going to do it again because I think I scared everybody out in the hallway. But I'm gonna. And I actually toned it down a little bit here. You know, the South Vietnamese are very, very respectful, and they don't really scream like other countries that I've been into. So they're probably wondering what the hell is going on in here. But I am here. We're ready to go. Bob, I hope you're feeling better. Nate, good to see you. Let's go ahead and rip right into today's episode. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm having an awesome time out here, Nate. You've been to Vietnam before, haven't you?
I've been with you.
You've been with me. That's right. We went. How many years ago was that?
That was 2011.
2011. Wow. So over 10 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, long time. I would imagine. So you flew in from LA. You go into directly to Saigon, or did you go to another place and hop over?
Actually, I didn't fly. I took the Magic Globe. So I just Nate, what are you gonna stunt double for the new Marvel movie?
What character do you want me to be?
Jeremy Renner, whatever he's doing, dude. What do you mean? What did you?
Well, there's already a Jeremy Renner in Hollywood. Where am I gonna go?
Well, like I said, dude, we're gonna go. If Jeremy Renner and John Hamm ever do a movie, we're both.
Who's John Hamm out of the 2 of us?
Hawkeye. I'm a John Hamm, definitely. You're not John Hamm. You're Jeremy Renner, bro.
I know I'm Jeremy Renner. Are you John Hamm?
Absolutely. I played him once. I doubled him once. I doubled him. Hey, Patty.
Hi, Patty.
You might have seen me in the new Top Gun too. I was in the back like this. I was doubling John Hamm. But never mind that. Patty, welcome to the show. Yes. All right. We're here in Vietnam. I took the Magic Globe over here, so there was no real flight. Me and Nate have been here. It's absolutely awesome. Hey, let's go speed it up and let's get right into the beer. Today's beer It is going to be a lot of fun. This beer is pretty popular all around town here, and I am about 2 hours north of Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City, depending who you're asking. And this is a gold medal brew. It is a premium quality beer from Vietnam. All right, it was established in 1875. Yeah, I'm just well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, people around the world, today's beer from Vietnam is the Bai Saigon Lager.
Whoa. Hold on. We've got the same beers, but I don't think we got the same beer.
Yeah, you can start by reading your label, pal. Yours says imported.
How he called me. So I do have the Bia Saigon export, which obviously Danny's not going to get while he's in Vietnam.
What did you call it? Bia?
Bia.
No, Bai.
Bai, like as if you're.
Bro, I've been inside.
All of a sudden, he spends one day in Vietnam. He's telling me how to pronounce the words.
I'm telling you.
Bye.
You're going to hear me later. I've been practicing my Vietnamese. It's Bai. It stands for Beer Saigon.
Okay.
Bai is how you say beer. So this is the same, I guess, company, beer, whatever. Is yours
Saigon Beer Company, Danny? Saigon Beer Company.
Is yours a gold medal brew? I don't understand.
But I don't know. What does that mean? Is yours a gold medal brew?
Right there, dude. Gold medal.
No, it says original premium beer.
Yeah,
I don't know if we can get any more canned of descriptions than those two. Premium original beer.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. It's got the dragon. Let's go ahead. I'm going to be cracking it. Okay, I don't have a can to pour it in. So it's good to see you laughing. Good to see you laughing. Holy crap, dude. This thing is.
What does it smell like?
Fresh beer.
Does it?
Really
mine
fresh
smells
beer.
like just the back of somebody's neck.
That's the worst smell. That's the worst smell, dude. All right. Great to see you. Have you tried Palisades Peach Beer from Colorado? No, I haven't.
We should.
So I have to get some for you. Sure do miss you. That's all. Patty, thank you so much. I do miss you too. And Patty, let's go ahead and salute you for some Bai Saigon. I'm here in Vietnam. Nate, cheers, my friend.
Danny, cheers. Patty, cheers. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for showing up. I want to see how many of these beers we can get Danny to drink.
Okay, that's a premium beer. Okay, so all right. It's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's another country's Budweiser, if you will. Yeah. Okay,
I would rank it right there with Budweiser.
Yeah, it's very corny. No pun intended. All right. It's very tasty in a way. I don't know how to fully explain it. It's got a lot of corn flavor going forward. How's your imported one?
I don't know that I'm getting a lot of corn. It's definitely rice. There's a lot of rice in this. You can kind of tell by just there's a different profile. You're not getting yeast. You're not getting bread. I feel like there's just a bit of rice going on there. That's probably one of the main ingredients, I would imagine, considering it's a Southeast Asian beer. It's probably similar to a Qingdao or similar to a Chang beer out of Thailand. So I'm getting rice more than I am.
I'm getting corn. Mike says the Les and I are sitting by the fire having a beer. There's so many quotes from Full Metal Jacket. It's so funny that you mentioned that, Mike, because yesterday I was driving around with my Vietnamese friend, and I looked at her, and we both were looking at the ocean, and I was like, Charlie, don't surf. I think it's from Apocalypse Now, but
it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's just a great quote. And she's like,
actually, no, that might be Full Metal Jacket. I don't know, Mike. You can tell us.
Yeah, I forget which movie it was from, but Charlie Don't Surf was a classic, iconic line, and I was kind of, because I'm right here at the beach. You guys, I guess I could probably turn the camera around. This is going to go awry. I think I should show everybody what's.
Give it a
All
shot.
right, let's see. I'll take a look where I'm at. I'm in a beach city called Vung Tau. Sorry. All right, Nate, can you see that?
It's a little bit blurry, but we get. Oh, there you go. Now it looks good. Yeah, absolutely. Mike's right. It was apocalypse now.
Okay. Yeah, so you see I'm about 3 blocks from the sand.
Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that container barge out there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them over there. Nate, let me scan over here. I'll give you a good look. Can you see the Jesus statue?
No. The thing on top of that little mountain hill?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I can't see it, but I would imagine that's where it was.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a little lesson about Vung Tau. Okay, so Vung Tau is, like I said, about 2 hours outside of Ho Chi Minh City or Saigon, depending who you ask. And I don't want to get into politics right now, but if you see that mountain, we're going to go ahead and you'll be able to see it on the actual Travel Man Dan video. The mountain it's really cool because there's 2 mountains in Vung Tau, and one harmonizes the Catholic religion, okay? And the other one is the Buddhist religion. So the other one is the other mountain is a giant Buddha statue. Now I climbed to the top of that Jesus yesterday, and I'm going to go back out today after the show, and I'm going to film an episode. There you go. But pretty cool. You saw how close I am to the ocean. Just enjoying the life here. We got the Bai Saigon lager. Okay, pretty popular. You see it just about everywhere.
Can you get that in a 7-Eleven or a convenience store?
I bought it at the Circle K, the downstairs. 69. What is this comment?
69mega.com. That sounds, interesting.
Our
AI help you find perfect match.
What is this all about?
I don't know.
This is great. I think we're getting spammed on the live stream. I love it.
There you go, Pierre.
Yeah, Pierre. I'm actually not going to be able to get into China just because time constricts and things like that. I know China doesn't have. Listen, I went and got a COVID test, a PCR test, and everything. They didn't even ask for it in Vietnam. You just walked right in. Beautiful wall. Thanks for sharing the view. I will definitely take pictures, and I will have a video of the statue, so you can check that out, Patty. Pierre, I won't be able to make it to Beijing just because of all the COVID restrictions. I can't take the chance.
14 days.
Yeah, 14 days. Plus, if they go on another crazy lockdown like they do.
Appropriate or not, Private Joker Full Metal Jacket. Wanted to see exotic Vietnam, the crown jewel of Southeast Asia. I wanted to meet interesting and stimulating people of an ancient culture and kill them. I wanted to be the first kid on my block to get a confirmed kill. Okay.
Okay. We might have to start screaming.
Listen, he's a military guy, man. He did his thing, right?
He's quoting a movie, everybody, too. So
yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
It's actually 7 days now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious. I hope to get back to China one day, but this trip was strictly Vietnam. One thing that's really cool here in Vietnam, and I'm having right now is it is a holiday here. So it's Vietnamese independence. We miss you too, Pierre. It's Vietnamese independence. It's pretty cool. It symbolizes the independence from France. Speaking of France, we have Pierre right there. But
you and I were there at the same festival 12 years ago.
That was it, right?
It was. I remember it.
I said to my friend, no, you're good, Mike. You're good.
Dude. I love it.
I said to my friend, me and Nate were here during a festival. And I thought, because next week is Moon Festival, and it was right around that same time.
But Moon Festival, as you know, changes by the calendar. So every year it's different. So back then, 10 years ago, the time was probably linked up with when we were able to travel on break. So that's when we went to Vietnam.
You're exactly, dude. You're right, man. That's spooky weird because I was like, it just seems all too familiar because at that time, I think we were in Nha Trang.
Yes.
Nha Trang.
We went to Ho Chi Minh and then up to Nha Trang via bus.
Yes. And at that time, Nha Trang was the big beach city. There's basically 3 big beach cities in Vietnam, and it's Da Nang, it's Nha Trang, and then it's Vung
Wait,
Tau, where I am now. And so
isn't
the
Hoi
other,
An?
no, Hoi An was the one we went to with all the bridges and the old architecture.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I remember walking through that festival, and they were throwing darts.
It's a different world. This dude, I don't know about yours. I'm getting like some kind of ginger ale flavor in this.
Dude,
I'm like I've been sipping it. I'm like, what is that fucking familiar flavor? It tastes like they just poured ginger ale in half of the thing.
I do. I feel honestly, it's not bad. It tastes like beer. It just feels like somebody, like I had to go somewhere. I left my beer on the table for 10 minutes, and somebody took a corn on the cob and put a corn on the cob in the beer, and that's what I feel like I'm drinking. It's very interesting, but it's your average macro lager. It's not going to knock your socks off. It's something that you're going to want to take to a beach volleyball game.
But if you're in that beach town in Vietnam and you see that, you're going to buy it. You're going to drink it.
It's amazing.
Right?
It's amazing.
And that's what it's for. And as we know, Southeast Asian macro beer is designed to be drank while you're eating, right? So that's the whole point of it. It's actually acting as a digestive in a way. That's kind of the way that they drink there, is you're drinking along while eating. We as Americans drink preferably without eating, right? So it's a different thing.
Yeah, it's also mine's 4.5. I can't read this shit. 4.5%. So not a very strong beer.
Mine's 4.4.
Okay, mine. Maybe that's why I got the gold medal, but not a very strong beer. Is it better than Tiger? Listen, dude.
Same thing.
No, dude. Let me tell you something about Tiger beer. We almost did Tiger. Tiger's got to be. You might as well. You'll get the same effect after drinking Tiger if you grab a pretty strong guy and ask him to put you in a headlock for 8 minutes. All right,
it's armpit beer.
You wake up in the morning and it feels like somebody put you in a headlock and lumped you on the head with a thing of lumber. It just
if you're drinking it in Southeast Asia, typically in a regular mug that you get it in, it gets warm in about 2 seconds. And if you're drinking Tiger beer that's not completely ice cold out of a bottle,
yeah,
there's no point in even drinking it. It doesn't taste good. So
one of the things. It's a good point. It's the best description.
He's right.
Exactly, dude. That's what you'll get if you drink Tiger beer. Hangovers. Beer knows. I was at that bar in Guangzhou, the south of China, that we used to go to, the Irish bar. I still remember that headache from. It's got to be over 12 years ago.
Yeah, and remember, so here's the difference. If you're here and you're getting a Tiger draft at a regular bar in Los Angeles, it's costing you $6.50 or more, right? There, it costs you, a 50 cents.
50 cents, dude. We were drinking.
So when you're drinking them, like you're just putting those things back, man. Like you don't give a shit about the next day. Everybody's yelling at you. They're hooting and hollering. Right? Like I remember the first time we walked into one of those pavilions that had all the bars underneath. I thought I was a fucking celebrity for 10 minutes. Of course I'm drinking. I'm playing the stupid games. I'm losing all of them. And every time I'm drinking another shitty Tiger beer, and the next day it feels like somebody hit me with a sledgehammer.
I'm fortunate to hear that. Dude. See, Mike's had his experience. I'll never forget that the one of those days that we were drinking that Irish bar. The next morning, I'm walking across the street with Nate, and I hear, Nate, mate, you took another Irish exit, eh? Nate would run his tab up and leave. The owner came in and found us on the street.
Nate. Go on.
What's up, Brian? We're here in Vietnam, guys.
She is here with us. Speaking of China,
Cindy's here.
Hey guys, what happens in Guangzhou stays in Guangzhou. The Pearl River City, dude. The Pearl River.
I really want to know who Xi
Zhejiang.
Jinping is in this.
Remember Zhejiang beer?
Was that the red label? That was
No,
awful.
that was the green.
Oh, Brian. That was, dude, we're drinking by Saigon. I am about 2 hours north of Saigon on the beach, coastal city of Vung Tau. I'm having an amazing time. One thing that I love about this place is they do beer the way I like it. Now, real quick, before hold on, before we get into this. Now, there's a lot of people out there that are against ketchup on steak. Okay, it's like
yeah, I mean,
a faux pas. I like ketchup on steak. I think it's good. I don't do it all the time, but it doesn't bother me like it bothers people. But there's another thing that I really like that really bothers people, and that's drinking beer with ice. I know. No, I don't know why that bothers people to no end, but because I'm drinking it, but I actually like it. And when it's 100 degrees in Vietnam right now with 105 humidity, like you go outside, you might as well just bring the shower with you.
Brutal, man. Brutal.
You just never seen this kind of humidity.
It's like you're in Hong Kong. You walk out, so there's a reason why they have moving escalators and fans everywhere outside. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, and I'll find this little rickety table on the side of the road. I'll get a banh mi and I'll order a Bai Saigon, and it comes as something. You guys are killing me. No, dude. And not only that, they give you this big cup yesterday of beer, and the ice cube was this big. It was literally an 8-inch thing of ice cube, like this big circular tube. And I dumped my beer in it. I was, oh man, I love it. I absolutely love ice and beer. Now, here's the thing. It's not all beers. Like I wouldn't go put ice and stout. I like them on this stuff. This every do the worker man beer, I guess. When it's hot out.
It would be like Matthew Mong.
That is my buddy Matty Mang. And you guys don't know this, but coming for the December Edward 40 Hands annual party will be taking place in Matty Mang's, right there, Matthew Mang's Buffalo Bills bus. We got an awesome lineup. Barrow, good morning.
Hold on. She says, ice beer. What will peasants think of next? Where have you been the past few weeks, man? Or woman?
She is great. That's the president of China, dude.
Barrow, I love how you just completely don't say hi to me. He does it a lot. I love saying hi to Danny, like I'm not even on the fucking show.
Dude, you're drunk. Oh, yeah, the bus ready. Barrow, you're the best. Let me see this tour of the Saigon Beer Company.
Ooh, by the way, it's going to be very, very short. There's not a lot of information. It's not like Budweiser in America. You get on a website, there's a ton of stuff. There's really not that much going on here. They don't advertise. They don't really need to. I don't think
I thought it's called Sabaco.
Well, so it's Saigon Beer Company, and then it's just hyphenated basically. SABECO.
Oh, I see what they did there.
Well, I mean, if you look at these guys, they don't have a Instagram presence. They don't have Twitter, so they basically, they're full on Vietnamese, which I can appreciate. Here we go with 69 mega again. So here we go. It's a little bit different of a globe here or picture. There you can see Vietnam tucked in right there on the foot of the chicken, south of China. It's in the Southeast Asia area, China Ocean. Jesus, I am drunk. On the right, you can see Danny's down there. Ho Chi Minh, Saigon. I don't know where the hell are you supposed to be on that? Are you near the plane?
Yeah, kind of where the plane is, a little bit lower than where the plane is. Hello, Barrow.
Hi, Barrow. Good evening to you too. Today's beer, I guess it's pronounced Bai.
Hi.
All right, by Saigon Export, which is not exactly what
Hi.
Danny has, but it's pretty close. It's a lager, 4.9%. That's the one that I have there on the right. Decent amount of untapped ratings at 66,000. The
That's a
score is
lot.
probably what you would expect for a standard lager beer, 2.8 out of 5. I did put this on here. I don't know if I can read it right now, but really it was basically a description of the beer. Saigon Export Beer is the only authentic Vietnamese beer brewed in Vietnam and sold in the UK and the US. Brewed by Vietnam's Saigon Beer Company, Sabco, or its abbreviation of Sabco, based in
Sabito.
the southern city of Ho Chi Minh, or the old name Saigon. Sabco is Vietnam's leading beer producer and is state-owned. That's very important when you read that. State-owned under the authority of Vietnam's Ministry of Trade and Industry, which is very different than the American capitalist system, which is, obviously a company from the private sector, not the government. So this is clearly run by the government. Thought it was interesting. There's a couple of pictures there of Ho Chi Minh. Danny, I thought that's where you're actually going to be, but it really gives you a pretty good idea of what these cities look like. Like that's what Ho Chi Minh looks like. Very colorful, very tight. And when you are there, you see a lot of that.
dude, I'm not even gonna tell you the stuff that I've seen just driving around. Because I met a friend here and she has a car and we've been driving around and oh my gosh, I've never ever in my life seen this kind of driving. And I read up on it, and because I thought maybe like I heard India was worse, or I heard, you always hear that, but apparently Vietnam tops it. And dude, you're just, and the crazy thing about it is, you're gonna see in some of the videos that come out this month. I filmed a lot of this traffic of just motorbikes and cars and how they're harmoniously just blending in, and nobody's getting mad, nobody gets road rage. Dude, I watched a little kid on a bike like this in between his parents come 2 inches from a speeding highway.
Sleeping.
Yeah. Unbelievable, dude. You'll see the craziest thing. Just hundreds of thousands of motorbikes on a holiday.
So if you would give somebody advice, Danny, that's never been to Vietnam, they're standing at a crosswalk, they got to cross traffic. What is your advice to them crossing the street with all of those motorbikes?
I kind of remembered it until I got here again. I thought that you could just part the sea, which you do. You'll just start walking, but holy cow, they're coming at you. They're coming at you full speed. They're just coming flying at you, and it's unbelievable how they just navigate around each other. My friend was making turnarounds, so not in the middle of the road, and you just go, dude. You just turn wherever you want. You can pass on the outside into oncoming traffic wherever you want.
There's no laws.
Oh, dude,
they're there, but they're like parameters. So, like, the reason I asked Danny that question is when we were there the first time, we would literally try to walk across the street by stopping traffic. And then after about the 4th or 5th time, we're like, just walk across the street. They're not going to hit you. So you just walk across at the same tempo you normally would walk across the street, and they just zip right by you. They don't hit you.
Yeah. And population density is very high in Vietnam. Absolutely. Very high. But it's just remarkable how nice and calm everyone is about it. It's just accept it. Like, dude, I don't know how many times I was like, oh my gosh. It's just I saw a guy walking across the street holding his infant, like 2-month-old, like a watermelon, holding the thing like this, crossing the street. Unbelievable. I can't wait to show you guys these videos. What's up with the Facebook feed? Not live. What's up with the Facebook? What? It's not live on Facebook?
Really?
Dude, you sound. I don't know why. Okay, so
I have it up here on the top. What's up? What's up, Rick?
No, it should be live on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not.
I have it on there.
Guys, we got 12 people in the room. If you guys can somehow muster up 20, I got a bunch of other Vietnamese beers. I'll crack them and I'll whack them. Okay. Yes, C. Patty said thank you. Go ahead and give us a like whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Guys, this is what we're drinking. It is called a beer by Saigon. Beer Saigon is basically what it means. I'm here in Vung Tau in the south part of Vietnam, about an hour and a half to 2 hours north of Nobu's countdown. Oh, you got Nate's little error. So basically what happened is he accidentally started the room a little early and then pressed it. So yes, you're probably watching that old feed. This current feed should be up there because we had to reset everything. So sorry about that, guys. But yeah, we're having a great time. I'm in the hotel room. I'm going out to film some more travel and food videos. We got some really fun stuff coming up. I'll be back on it, posting. One of the things I realized about while being over here is why I started YouTube again. So I'll be going back to that old thing where I just go ahead and post travel, food, and Reading Man Dan. Reading Man Dan will eventually move to its own channel, but I got the movement now to start going again. I'm putting a lot of focus on the beer show. Needed to travel, needed to rest my knee, but I'm back. I'm ready to go. We're enjoying the Beer Saigon Lager. And, well, Nate, let's go ahead and bring up some good news. I got some good news for everybody. This is really cool good news. If you could go ahead and put the pictures up, Nate, I'm going to talk to you. But before you do anything, Nate, I just want to tell everyone.
Danny, I'm sorry. Where are your pictures? Are they in the slides? I'm unaware.
Oh, no, buddy. Oh, when you reset it, they did not get in. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this.
Hold on. Is that where the what would you rather were?
Yep.
Ooh.
No problem. Okay, stick with us, guys. We're going to be going to something real quick. All right, so I'm going to do them one at a time, and that's okay. It's just going to take a little bit longer. That's all right. Okay. So this one, I just want to go ahead and tell you guys before we get started that Nate and I were probably brought up in a lot of like you guys where the Vietnam War was what our parents, uncles, grandparents, people were coming out of. And I wasn't born during the mid 60s and 70s during the actual part of Vietnam, but I grew up at the tail end of all the soldiers coming home and the repercussions and everything, all that kind of stuff. It was a crazy time because I didn't really know too much about it. I knew a lot of people that were in the Vietnam War, like my uncles, my friends' uncles, my friends' parents. Dear Mr. Mate, who just passed away, used to, I don't know why it's not letting me do the overlays with a lot of these, but Mr. Mate, who just passed recently, used to tell us stories about Vietnam War and his, Marine days and things like that. It was really interesting to grow up. So what I'm about to say to you and talk to you guys about, I'm not condoning war in any aspect. The Vietnamese people are lovely, but I just wanted to bring up this good news. And here it is, guys. For some reason, it keeps kicking me out. I have no idea why. I'll have to do that later. This right here is Charles Chuck Searcy. Okay, he's ex-Vietnam veteran, and he says, if veterans can make peace, why can't everybody? And here's this little story that was written in the Vietnam Times. It's at the U.S. veteran interview. So check this out. I really wanted to bring this to light because I think this is a lot of good news. And he said, if veterans can't make peace, why can't everyone? When I departed the war zone of Vietnam in 1968, I knew that someday I would return, hopefully in a time of peace. In 1992, an old Army buddy and I came back as tourists. We traveled the whole country, and we were amazed at the warm welcome from the Vietnamese people, who seemed to have forgiven us for the terrible pain and suffering we caused in the war. I realized then I wanted to come back and find some way to help the Vietnamese people recover from the tragic war the U.S. had caused. I got the chance in 1995 when the Vietnam Veterans of America Foundation asked me to come here and set up a humanitarian project to help disabled children, amputees, or other mobility impaired by polio, cerebral palsy, and other diseases that led to expanded involvement in war legacies of explosive ordnance and Agent Orange, which have been affected by the lives of millions of people. This involvement has kept me here for 27 years. Post-war Vietnam in 1992 was very different from Vietnam today. People were still suffering. They were struggling to recover from the devastation and personal hardships of war. Vietnam was cut off from other parts of the world because U.S. sanctions, an embargo that prevented many goods and services from being imported or exported. Yet the Vietnamese people were resilient, determined, and optimistic. They were always smiling and confident of a better future for their children. I've always had great admiration and respect for the people of Vietnam, which has only strengthened over the years. The younger generation also gives me confidence that some of the mess that our older generation has created can be corrected, and the world will be rescued by inspiring young people. I'm lucky to have older friends and younger friends who span all age groups. When I first came here, I expected I might encounter some hostility. I waited, but nothing happened. No one has uttered a word to me in hostility. Why have the Vietnamese become so welcoming to Americans? It's a remarkable trait. They are so forgiving. They don't dwell on the past. They look at today and tomorrow. Foreigners in general can learn a lot from the Vietnamese outlook on life, forgiveness, and reconciliation. I absolutely love that, Nate. I think that's great. There he is, Charles Chuck Searcy, who served in the Army, and I think he was there for 4 years. But wow, what an impactful, interview perspective, if you will. This is a guy that was there during the war, and we might have some Vietnam veterans watching the show. I don't know. I wasn't there, and I've never been to war. I don't know. But what I do know is that it's probably hell. And just to hear that and see that, and I felt that firsthand. Okay. Nate and I both look probably similar to every other American. I would say we're pretty average looking American people.
Speak for yourself.
But when we came over here, my first time over here, I did expect some type of hostility, especially in the north, in Hanoi and Hoi An. We were warriors that meant long ago, nothing replaced the heartache and sadness that we really saw. We can meet each other with the kind of, yeah, that's well said, Mike. I like that. I like that a lot. And Stuart says it's purely awesome. Yeah, like I said, the Vietnamese people are amazing people. They're really, really kind. They're really, really generous. I mean, if you're a veteran, thank you for your service. I love that, Stuart. Nate, can you give some light on what Charles Chucky Searcy just said?
I mean, listen, anytime you talk about war and conflict, there's really no right way to discuss it. But at the end of the day, I think the message is strong. I think it's, you got to take it for the root of what he's talking about. And that's what I do. So I appreciate the message, really, even if it might be lost on some people, which I would understand.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I'm hammered. Time for bed, says Patrick Fontana. Okay. Yo, Mark Capello, what's up, man? Good to see you. I'm here in Vietnam. Carlos Z, you the man. Thank you so much. He said, what's up, Nate? Welcome to the show. We're drinking this one. It is called Bai Saigon. It's actually not bad as I hammer through it. Of the macro beers, is pretty similar to what we've drank along the way. Definitely something that, I would definitely pick up while I'm here. I'm probably going to drink a few more of these. But we got to keep moving on with the show, and then we're going to go ahead and score it. It's time for a little show and tell, Nate. And, I want to go ahead and show you guys something. This is something that I'm going to make a little video about, but I want to definitely show you guys what I do when I travel. Maybe you guys will be inspired. What's that?
Yes, I'm excited.
Oh. Yeah. So one of the things I do when I'm traveling, and I always try to do this no matter what country I'm in, and I go into the local store, the grocery store or the store, and I think I've talked about this before, and I buy 3 bars of soap, okay? So here are 2 that are unopened, and the other one is in my shower right now. And the reason I buy 3 bars of soap is because I scrub the hell out of it while I'm home, or I'm here. And I use that soap for the entire week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever weeks you're here for. Oh, thank you so much, Patty. Yeah, it's an important message. So I'm glad that you were able to find some value from that. But we're talking about soap now. And
talking about soap now?
The reason I buy 3 bars is because the other bar I use, and I scrubbed that. I use it throughout the week or whatever time I was here. I was telling you before. And then at the end of the trip, that bar goes in the trash. I go back to my home, and I still bring these 2 bars with me. And the reason I do is sometimes when I want to feel like I'm back in Vietnam and I want to remember Vietnam, the easiest way for me to do that, and whether that's Barbados, whether that's Rome, whether that's South America, is I take one of these bars of soap and I start washing with it for a week. And it always brings back that memory of when I was in that country. And I always buy the cheaper one because it's really fragrant and it's just, it's kind of what the, I guess, locals probably use. But I always get that sensory reflection from using the bar of soap. So sometime maybe in January when I'm using this bar of soap, or when I want to go back to Vietnam, I'll open up a bar of soap that I used and I'll go ahead and wash myself with it, and boom, all of a sudden I'll be pretending I'm back in Vietnam, or you get that smell like you were using when you were washing. What's the snack food like? As much as I like to experience a different cuisine in every country, I was eating the snack food always. Oh, this crazy stuff over here. Well, yeah. So I encourage you guys, next time you're in a new country, a new place, try the soap thing. The snack food over here is nuts. It's a lot of like dried squid and fishy things. It's a lot of like what do they call it? Fish skins. Nate likes fish skins a lot. They're okay. I've eaten them before. We're talking strictly bags of chips, things like that, but nothing that I would like go out and seek. I'm not really a chip and snack guy, but interesting stuff. They have a lot of their weird little hot dogs and things like that. But we seem to have lost a Nate. He's been disconnected. I lost him completely. No problem, Nate. So when you get back, we're going to go ahead and finish the Buy Saigon. And how much does it cost? The Buy Saigon, or which one are you asking about, Barrow? How much does the soap cost? Or how much it does what cost? I can also show you guys while we're waiting for Nate what the Vietnamese money looks like. Hold on a minute. Vietnamese money is actually pretty interesting. It's in denominations of tens of thousands. So we have, I think, their biggest bill, which is 500,000. You can see there's Ho Chi Minh. Okay, Uncle Ho, as he's known around here, and there is the back of it. So there's a 500,000 denomination. There is a 50,000. Each one, every bill has Ho Chi Minh on it, and then in the back is some cool like traditional Vietnamese thing. What's the conversion? Oh, geez, it's I forget what it is. I just been. I exchanged, I think, let's see, what did I exchange? I exchanged about $500, and I got almost 12 million dong, Vietnamese dong. Wasn't the show supposed to be tomorrow at 8 Pacific? Yeah, sorry. It was supposed to be at 8 Pacific today, and then we got started earlier because of the time. It got a little screwy. How long have I been asleep? Sorry, Baba. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's the money. Where are we at? All over the place. Things are really cheap here, Stuart, like really super cheap. The soap was about 70 cents. Okay, 70 cents. The reason I ask is because I asked somebody in conversion of dollars, 70 cents for the soap, usually pretty cheap thing. That's another cool thing about traveling is if you buy the soap, it's an inexpensive souvenir. So an inexpensive souvenir that brings back a lot of fun memories. Vietnamese dong, yes, that is what it is called. Uncle Charlie loves telling the story about being in the 173rd in his first experience here in Jimmy Hayes. That's awesome. All right. So, Bubba, you're here. Nope, you did not. You did not. You're not in the Twilight Zone. It must have been all those raviolis you made. That looked awesome. I'm not sure where Nate is, but this is what we're drinking. If you just hopped on, it's called the Bai Saigon Lager. It is, it's the beer that's pretty much the biggest import from Vietnam all over the world. I have the real stuff because I'm here, but Nate has the imported version. It's still the real stuff, a little bit different of a label. It's that's going to be interesting when we go ahead and score the design of the can or the bottle, but not bad stuff, guys. It tastes like your corny, malty, regular macro beer, your Budweisers, let me see what else. It just completely blanked on me. Your Millers, your Coors, it's this kind of regular beer that we drink in America, if you will, or wherever you're at in whatever country they have their macro beer. It was established in 1875. So just got done eating 7 of them, and they're that's the thing about making your own homemade raviolis. They always turn out bigger than expected. One thing I'm going to be doing here, tasty, is I'm going to go ahead and making a fruit video. You know, in Southeast Asia, you see a lot of different fruits out here. Fruits that I've never seen before, or if I've seen them in the States, they're crazy expensive. They're really hard to find, and they're just not as good. But here, they're on every corner. So I'm going to do a really fun Food Friday fruit video. But I will say this. I went and bought some grapes yesterday for the hotel. And let me show you what I got, because you guys are going to be – this is like the only thing I've seen that's expensive in Vietnam. Okay, so we have these grapes. Stewart says, Danny, I have a question for you. My stepson's here from Ukraine. He wants a non-filtered beer in the USA. Any suggestions? I would tell him to try Heady Topper if he can find it by The Alchemist. That's pretty much the one unfiltered beer that everybody loves the most. It is the one that is like, it's probably the most predominant and most famous. It's called Heady Topper. We did a video on it probably about 6 months ago, maybe about less than that, 4 months. But Heady Topper from The Alchemist is really good, unfiltered. Check this out. So these are grapes. You guys, I know Americans know what the hell I'm talking about. Not a lot of them. All right, it's pretty average grapes. You can buy them, a big bag of them, for like $7, $8. Grapes here in Vietnam, the tropical Southeast Asia, the place where they have more fruits than you can imagine. These grapes were $19. $19 for a basket of grapes. My friend really wanted them, so decided to go ahead and just whip out the dong. That just sounded dead. Okay, whip out the dong, meaning the money, and pay for them. So I whipped out the dong, and I went ahead and purchased the grapes, but I was like, wait, that seemed kind of expensive. When I went back and looked at the conversion, it was $19 for this little thing of grapes. Magic Hat Circus Boy is, oh, there you go, Ralphie. That's a good one. Magic Hat Circus Boy is unfiltered, I think. I've never tried that one, but oh, look in Bismarck. Yeah, it's a pretty popular one. It's hard to get, but here come the laughs from whipping out the dong. I'm not sure where Nate is. He gave me the WTF on the text message, but we're going to go ahead and wait for him. I will tell you guys a little bit more about Vietnam and what's on the plate. Like I said, I'm going to go check out the Christ Mountain here in Vung Tau. I'm going to be going and doing some food videos. The food here is crazy. The food is, well documented on YouTube and all kinds of articles. Vietnamese food is outrageous. It's delicious. And I'm not just talking about the pho, the noodle soup that everyone hears about or talks about, knows about. The thing about the pho is, you may or may not know this, but sometimes you see bun and you see pho. So that's PHO, and then bun is BUN. So the difference is this, and it's kind of like spaghetti and linguine and things like that. The pho is flat noodle. Okay, it's more of a linguine rice noodle, and then bun is more of a spaghetti, like a circular noodle. So I didn't know that before I came here, and I've been eating this stuff for over 25 years. Like I started way back before pho was trendy. Yeah, so Tubuku is some of the finest Alabama black snake you ever had. Mike calling out the good ones. Yeah, these are some classic ones, some one-liners. This is what it says. I don't know what's going on, but Nate is downloading me a message. He can't get in. He was kicked off. It's really weird that he was just all of a sudden kicked off completely. Let's see what the message says. But yeah, sorry, technical difficulties. Did you try reloading everything on your computer, Nate? Sometimes if you just have to turn it off and reset everything, maybe that'll work. I don't know. You can go ahead and try that. But, we'll go ahead and we'll try to buy Saigon. We'll wait for you. We'll go ahead and score it together like the regular show. But, yeah, some cool videos coming out. Like I said, I'm going to go back to the old school way when I first started filming, where it's like, I'm just going to film this whole town and then just give you a video of like what it was like in Vung Tau, what it was like in Ho Chi Minh. I think that's pretty cool. Pho soup is next to communist. Dude, it's crazy, man. I've been eating. I just had a bowl about an hour ago. The thing is, too, is a lot of the Vietnamese eat the pho for breakfast. Okay, it's more of like a breakfast noodle, where we eat it for more like a dinner thing. I just had a big bowl of it for breakfast. It was good. Nate, did you pay the electricity bill or maybe the internet? Yeah, he probably did. Nate's really good with that kind of stuff. That would be more my speed. Good stuff. I mean, we might have to crack open another one while we wait. You know it, borrowed Magic Globes right over there. I took the Magic Globe. I was able to magically fly here. So I was teleported, transported, whatever you want to call it. I got here by using the Magic Globe. So you'll be able to see that in the video. And, it's been a really fun time. Oh, I think he's back, guys. I think he's back. There he is. Nate. What's up, dude?
Sorry, guys. It's been something going on with my connection here. Danny, I hope you did a good job. Do you want to score this?
Yeah, let's do it, buddy. So this also brings me to the next thing I want to say is you guys got me for a couple minutes, and I've done the show for I probably did about 70 shows before Nate hopped on, all by myself. So it was a lot different back then. It was, it seems like you have a good internet connection, Danny. Yeah, it's pretty. Nate been paying his Marvel royalties. It was, it's been pretty good out here. But next week, I'm actually going to be en route traveling through the jungle area where I'm not going to have connection throughout the whole weekend. So you are going to get Mr. Faux Q or fuck you if you want to say it properly. Mr. Nate over here is going to be doing the show live by himself on a regular scheduled 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So
that's right.
Please tune in, give him your full support, just like you do every week. And, it should be a great show. Nate, you know what beers are going to do?
I don't, but I will be putting out the beers on Twitter, Instagram, and Danny, I will send them to you so you can put them on Facebook for everybody. I can't wait. I'm actually a little bit nervous because Danny's really good at what he does, and I don't know if I'm at his level yet, but I want to be so I can tell him I am.
First of all, it's never about that. It's never who's this, that, and the other thing. We're just as good as we are together, and I've always said that, Nate. You're doing great. You're right where you need to be, man. Don't think that at all. That bro record the. I don't even know what that means.
Bro record the he goes. He goes, bro, record the fuck you lizard.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Just like I know.
Link is one of my favorite commenters, by the way. You want to know why? Because I never have any idea what the fuck he's talking about.
Who had Dickie's beer? Look at this. First of all, Nate, I wanted to go back to what I was saying. You're doing awesome, dude. Don't ever think that it's not a comparative thing. And I
was kidding, but yeah.
Nate's been drinking, guys. All right. So let's go to the thing of taste. So the buy side guy, look, it's okay. In the jungles of Vietnam, veterans will tell you that there's a lizard that makes it the cause. What the hell?
Like, dude, where have you been for the past month?
No, dude, I could just see a bunch of old timers and Mike hanging out at the VFW, talking about the lizards.
In the jungles of Vietnam, veterans will tell you there's a lizard that makes a call that sounds like it's saying, fuck you!
Well, I know. Google it. Okay.
Dickie,
Well,
you're boozing in Las Vegas. That's where the fuck I am. Where are you at? I don't see you here.
I'm
Dickie?
boozing in Las Vegas. Wow, Nate is rowdy today. All I know is I was in the jungle yesterday, and then I came up against this sign. Okay, and
Yank Bow.
crazy monkeys.
In the
I'm in the
desert
desert.
of Iraq, the kids beg for more MRE candy.
Nice. The meal. What is it? Meal ready equipment or something?
Is that what that
Anyway,
means?
it's meal ready something. I forget.
What you mean, like little, whatever, rations?
It comes in like a little packet. Yeah, it's an MRE. It's like there's. I used to like the peanut butter and crackers, and I was eating one that was
Northwest part of town. So, like the edge of Summerlin. Is that where you're at, Dickie?
You have to go. You have to go. Whoa, Nate.
Dude, we got 13 people, by the way. We're pretty close to 20.
We got 13 people. How
Hey,
do you guys
man,
like this?
what I tell you, Danny, the Friday night spot, that's the spot.
Friday nights? You guys like the Friday night? I like it too, but I don't know if my schedule likes it. Meal ready, Cheyenne and 215. All right, let's get to the taste of the buy-side guy. Okay, guys, this beer is not going to knock your socks off. I don't know where Gold Medal Brew came from, but it's okay. It's decent, okay? It's not something that's going to just be like this ultra flavored chocolate cake IPA double thing, unfiltered, super slacker. It's just going to be your regular macro beer. It's got a corn element to it, a bit of a metallic can taste to it, but overall not bad, especially for this 100-degree humidity. I'm going to go ahead and give it a score of a 3.5 because it's exactly what I thought it would be.
All right. For taste for me, 3.5 makes it sound like it's good. I'm going to say it's not. I'm going to do a 2.5.
2.5?
It's not good. It doesn't taste good. You know,
for what you get, I guess.
But that's the thing. Like, I'm not in, like, for you in your element right now, like, you're tasting the humidity on your tongue every time you walk outside. Like, there's a difference in being on a Vietnamese beach drinking that beer and me being in a Las Vegas studio wishing I was in Vietnam with you drinking the beer. So for me, Las Vegas studio, 2.5.
Hold on. What do we got here? Okay, looks like I'm getting a dinner date here. I will pick you up for dinner, hon. Oh.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
Lean?
My friend Donna calls them ninja crackers. Sticks into concrete. Okay. All right.
Dude, I know about the Speedy Mart.
All right.
All right. Sorry.
Let's go with the buy side guy. The price, Nate, my Google isn't working right now. Can you Google 35 dong?
No, 35 dong?
Yeah, I can do it real quick.
I can show you a 0.5 dong if you want to see it.
Huh?
35 dong.
How much is 35 dong in American dollars?
Dude, I don't know. Is it really called dong? D-O-N-G? Like dick?
Easy, bud. We got into this a little bit earlier during your technical difficulties where I whipped out the dong to buy these grapes.
Danny, it's about it's 15 cents.
Okay, so this beer costs 15 cents.
When you put it into perspective like that, it really, 15 cents. You cannot buy a single article of anything in America for 15 cents. There's nothing you can buy. Penny candies don't even cost 15 cents anymore.
Yeah, that's what it costs. So
let's do a beer review in Vegas. Listen, Dickie, whenever you want, we'd love to have you on the show. Hit us up in the message.
Dude, this guy is bananas drunk. All right, so the price, I mean, 15 cents for a can of beer. I'm giving it a 5.0, dude. That's probably the cheapest you're going to find a can of beer.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing as Danny. He's going to lead the charge here today. 15 cents is tough for me to argue against that. 5.0.
But did you pay 15 cents for your imported one?
No.
You can't judge I like the way you quit whipping out the dong.
It cost me $3.50 for this beer.
All right, so you can't give that's expensive. The Polish 5.5 dong. I got you. Okay, doing it like
Polish
dong.
5.5 dong sounds like pretty accurate for me.
All right. Let's go with the design. The design for this puppy. All right.
I actually like the design.
I like the design too. It's a dragon. It's pretty cool. It's got the green on it. I like the lettering. It's pretty neat. It's definitely a cool can of beer. I don't know if it's something new or foreign to me, but I definitely like it. I like the little textures behind the dragon. So I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and give it a score of a 3.5.
And Danny, I like the way you clarified whipping out the dong.
Well, dude, during your technical difficulties.
First of all, I'm reading comments. That's not me. I'm just reading comments.
15 cents.
She wants to. Patty says
15 cents for the beer, $19 for this crate.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Yes, dude. I couldn't believe it. That's when because I got it, and that's what we were talking about whipping out the dog. But anyway,
all right.
What are you giving the design?
Yeah, so I kind of like the design. It's it's standard macro beer style, right? At least it's not a green bottle, it's a brown bottle, so I can appreciate that. There's no story. This isn't craft beer. This is macro Vietnamese beer. They're not going to do that. It doesn't even tell you how strong the beer is on here, but it's got a dragon, which I think is cool. So 2.5.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Accessibility. Look, May was able to find it in some form with the imported. It's here in Vietnam. I think you can find it throughout Asia, but it's still not the easiest beer to find. And because of that, I'm going to go ahead and give it right down the middle, just like any other beer. It's a 2.5 for accessibility.
What? I'm giving it a 1.0. This thing is really hard to find. I think I got lucky. So I went to 3 Total Wines, 4 bars, 5 Vietnamese restaurants, and I finally got a guy that goes, Vietnamese beer? Come on. He took me in some back fucking room. And I'm pretty sure it's what the guys in the back drink. So I got one for like $3.50. Accessibility, like, dude, it's not in Vegas. I think I got lucky. So for me, I'm gonna do a 1.0.
All right, we're going with the TMD X Factor, hands down, number 5. I'm here in Vietnam. I'm drinking Bai Saigon. Okay, I'm going out. I'm going to drink some more Bai Saigons. It's great beer. I'm having the time of my life here in Vietnam. 5.0.
Love that. I'm going to do a 4.0 because I'm not in Vietnam. But I'm super happy for Danny to be there. I know this is a big trip for him. I'm really excited for him to be over there. The fact that we're able to do the show while he's there is even better. I'm not going to give it a 5.0 because I'm not there. So next time we got to go together. 4.0.
Let's do it, brother. Took you in the back and showed you the dawn. Gotcha, Nate. Stuart. Okay, so here it is. The Bai Saigon on the little piece of paper scores a 19.5. Pretty damn good, guys. Pretty damn good. What'd you give it, Nate?
15. 19.5 is egregious.
No, dude. It's got 2 5.0s. First of
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. There's I can understand the X factor. There's zero reason for anything else to be a 5.0.
Okay, so 15 cents is too expensive for this fucking beer.
No.
That's not egregious. Egregious is like saying you could pin Hulk Hogan. That's egregious. Pin Hulk Hogan.
Like pin him what? What do you mean pin him?
Like 3 count. One, you couldn't take Hogan on now, dude.
Of course I couldn't.
He would just double. That's egregious. That's
stupid. By the way, when I was guys, so everybody knows there's a little bit of a personal story for you guys. I might as well do it before we wrap up the show. I once got a bag of my mom's not on the show, or else you would corroborate this for me. I once got 2-pound bag of assorted jelly beans from Hulk Hogan.
What?
Yep. Delivered to my door by Mr. Hulk, last name Hogan.
Actually, his first name is Terry.
whatever. He looks like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Okay, moving on to the second beer, guys. And what would you rather? Today's second beer also comes from Vietnam, and it's just a bit different. It is called Bai Viet. Okay, Bai Viet. I'm drinking. What is Nate drinking? Bai Viet? That is not Bai Viet. That is a frozen Nate. Oh, Nate's frozen again. See, that's the difficulty with the Friday nights. Okay, but we're going to keep on rolling on, Nate. I'm just going to remove you and try to bring it back in. Let's try to edge it in. Okay, Nate is lost. Okay, he'll be back in. I guarantee it. He'll be back in. But this is the second beer for me. It is the Bai Viet, like beer Viet. Okay, this one just says cold brew lager. Okay, it is written in all Vietnamese. So let me see if I can find the percentage of this one. Okay, it is 4.3%. And without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and crack it. I'm going to sniff it, and I'm going to taste it. Okay, here is the second beer from Vietnam. Dickie's beer review says Broken Skull. I can see the label. Okay, Nate is just really steady today. Nothing usually, Nate, being lost. That's awesome. Okay, here it is, guys. Let's go ahead and try it. Oh, okay. Very, very similar to the Bai Saigon. It's your corn, metallic, macro beer. There's nothing exciting about this beer. It tastes exactly like the last one, just a little bit more metallic-y, less corn. It definitely is brewed with rice. That's the one thing that I can distinguish from these two beers from some of the other beers. I know Budweiser is brewed with rice, and it tastes very similar to Budweiser. That's what Nate was drinking. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dickie. Mike says, got a picture of my brother and I with Piper and Ric Flair. Nice, dude. That's awesome. You gotta love those old vintage wrestling photos. But hey, this is the Bai Viet. This is also brewed in Vietnam. I don't know where because it is all written in Vietnamese. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but I don't speak Vietnamese. I can't read Vietnamese. I'm going to go ahead and do the quote of the week in Vietnamese. But, you know, like me and Nate have talked about before, like, you know what you're going to get when you're going to go to other countries. When I was traveling through Africa, I tried stuff like Rhino and I don't know, the Pelican, just weird beers that you never think of. This is what we're drinking in Vietnam. It's Bai Viet. You can buy it anywhere, any one of the restaurants here, any one of the grocery stores. It's everywhere. It's your Millers, it's your Coors Light, it's your Budweiser. It's what you're going to drink when you're out at the beach and having a good time, and you want to put down 10 beers. Tenacious Freak is in the house. What up, dude? An OG in the house. Welcome. This is my hotel. I'm out here in Vietnam. The show must go on. Unfortunately, next week, like I said, is probably the first time in maybe 2 years that I don't think I've put on a show, like me personally. So I'm going to actually, Nate is going to be doing the whole show next week. I will hop on for Just One Beer Sunday, next Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Heading out for work, had to stop by. Thank you so much for stopping by, Freak. Good to see you here. Hi, Tenacious Freak. Good morning, says Barrow. I'm excited about next week as well because on a Thursday night football, the Buffalo Bills will be opening up not only their season, but the NFL season as they come to Los Angeles to take on the Super Bowl winning champs, Los Angeles Rams. And here's the thing. I had so many chances and opportunity to go to this game, but I couldn't wait. I had to come to Vietnam. I had to I booked the trip for Vietnam like a week before the schedule came out because if you remember, the NFL schedule usually comes out right after the draft, but this year they waited to the end of the month and put it out. I couldn't wait. I bought the tickets. Unfortunately, that's the game I'm going to miss, but I am going to be watching it in Saigon. Yes, we got some Bills fans in the house. Tell them to hop on with them. We would love to hop on. I mean, we'd love to have you as a guest on the show, Dickie's Beer Reviews. I would like to be here for that one. So we're going to let Nate go solo, and then we're getting back to a bunch of other guests. Nate, are you here anymore? Morning, Barrow. Let's see what happens if Nate has these difficulties next week. I don't know. I'm assuming that it's probably because it's Friday at 9 o'clock That might be some of the difficulties. Bill's Mafia, let's do it, Dickies. Well, maybe he does want you on the show. I was hoping I'd get you on the show too. Weekly Beer Show, yes, but maybe these guys are looking to kick me out. Sitting here with a vet asking if you're anywhere near Stout Valley. I don't know. I wish I knew the geography a little bit better. So that one, I don't know if that's closer to the north and middle part of the country. I am not. I am real close to Ho Chi Minh, but I can ask my friend Stout Valley where that is. I don't fully know. It could be, an hour from here, 20 minutes from here. I just don't know, Mike. I know there was a big base at Da Nang, so maybe that's close to there or in the north possibly. I just don't know. Let's see. Just got a Bill's Mafia shirt from the Monopoly Bar in Plattsburgh. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So I don't know where Nate is. He must be having some more. To in Vietnam that's joining us. That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for your service. I hope that, you guys maybe get a chance to come to see Vietnam. It's definitely under different circumstances than when you were probably there 45, 50 years ago. It's a beautiful, peaceful place. Having the time of my life. We're drinking beer. Now I sound like Nate. Bai Viet. Okay. It's their local beer. It's okay. It's not bad. It kind of tastes like Budweiser. But once again, super cheap stuff. You can't go wrong. It was, I believe, also very close to what the Bai Saigon was, if not the same price. It was very similar, so it's going to be around 20 cents a can of beer. I mean, come on, it doesn't matter. If you're drinking macro beer for 20 cents a can, that's pretty damn good. I'm at 9 a.m. in India, so I have to go to work. Hope to see you all next episode. Baro, thank you so much. Thank you for dropping by in India. You're awesome, pal. I won't be on the show next week. Next Sunday, I'll be doing just one beer if you guys want to hop on. But Nate will be on the show. Trying to find at Weekly Beer Show. It's on Twitter, it's on Instagram, and you can find us here on YouTube. We're going to go ahead. I got to keep the show moving. So sorry, Nate, if you're just watching. It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. And this is going to be a fun one, although these technical difficulties really screwed us up. We're going to go and do the What Would You Rather. I'll do the best I can because I got to import the photos. But here we go. Let me see. Last time I couldn't import all these photos. Let me try again, see what I can do. If not, we'll just have to go from, I don't know. We'll have to see what we're going to do. The first one is I'm going to give you a ticket. You can go one place or the other. Which one would it rather be? There is no right or wrong answer. Just let me know in the comments below, or you can let me know after the show where you would rather go. I will always answer back. I'll do my best to do it in a timely fashion, but here are your two first choices for your airport place. Okay, first one is often referred to as Saigon by the Southern people, but the actual name is Ho Chi Minh City, and here it is, Ho Chi Minh City. Look how beautiful that is. I will be there in 3 days. I'm going down there. I'm going to go to a resort for a few days tomorrow, and then I will be going here to Ho Chi Minh. Beautiful looking city. Very vibrant at night. Take a look at some of the streets, okay? If you've never been to Asia before, this will kind of blow your mind, especially here in Vietnam. Take a look at some of those power lines. Vietnam is one of the craziest places for like the power. You see all those motorbikes. Look at this street. This is beautiful right here. I just absolutely love this. Not just about Vietnam, but all of Southeast Asia. These little fruit stands, they're all over China. You can see all the different fruits. I'm going to be putting out a really cool fruit video just about all the different fruits that we maybe pay a lot of money for or have never seen, but really pretty cool place. Ho Chi Minh City is beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go there, I strongly recommend it. Not only is it one of the most beautiful, vibrant places full of the coolest, nicest people and delicious foods, it's also super, super cheap, right? Relatively cheap. There's a big backpacker community over there. There's also just so much to do and see, and just being in Vietnam will kind of blow your mind if you've never been here before. It's really just such a beautiful place. Have a great day to you too, freak. I found Travel Man Dan, but not Weekly Beer Show. Sorry about Ricky, my brother, the first Calvary headed where he wants to see your video of enjoying the countryside. That was cool. Okay, well, don't worry. I'm going to be going to the countryside. This is kind of like the beach countryside. So that side, obviously, I showed you earlier, is the ocean. I'll be going in and around the town. It's like a smaller city, smaller countryside. Absolutely beautiful. What I think maybe you really want to see is up by the Sapa people, which is really cool. And that place is awesome. Wow, 2 years. That's pretty cool, man. That's, tell your friend Richie, thank you so much. The other place I want to go ahead and bring up is the north, okay, and is Hanoi. Okay, check out Hanoi. Very much like Saigon, just not as many buildings, high buildings. You have a few skyscrapers in there, but not as many as the first one. But look at the narrow streets again. Very cool. This kind of reminds me of China right here. Very cool. It gets colder there. You can see people wearing longer jackets. Look at this one right here. This is pretty cool. Lush streets. You see the vibrant little stores, and I just love this. Just reminds me of Asia. I just really love it. This is a toss-up because they're very similar in cities, but I'm sure if you ask the Vietnamese people, who will tell you the differences. Either one, you can't go wrong. I've been to both. I'm going to Ho Chi Minh in 2 days, but I really like Hanoi too. But for me, I like the warmth and the heat down in the south. So I'm going Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon City. Awesome place. Can't wait to get there. And that's where I think I'm going to go. Thanks. It means a lot to them. Thank you. I'll definitely do my best to go ahead and document as much as I can, Richie. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Wait, is this live? Yes, it is. We lost Nate twice now. I don't know where he was. I don't know where he went. Martin, good to see you. Good to have you here. We're drinking Bai Viet in Vietnam. Okay, I'm here in my hotel in Vietnam. We're doing What Would You Rather? And here comes the second one. I got to do the pictures one at a time just because I had some kind of technical difficulties as well. All right, so let's go ahead and I'll get these guys in and we'll go ahead with the second one. The second one is souvenirs. Which souvenir would you rather take home? Okay. Now, these are pretty cool. These are homemade crafts, artisan crafts, if you will, by the Vietnamese people. And they are the paper lanterns. Beautiful colors. They actually have a practical purpose. Like you can actually use these as a real lantern. But look at the design on these things. They dangle from your ceiling. They dangle from everywhere in the room. Just really cool paper lanterns that are synonymous with Asian culture. You can see them pretty much in every different Asian country, I would say. I saw them a lot in China. I saw them a lot in Thailand. I see them a lot in Cambodia and, of course, Japan. So you can pretty much see the paper lanterns, but here in Vietnam, they're very colorful. They're very cool, and I'm probably going to bring one home. Or would you prefer these? These things are really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen these before. It's a really rare Vietnamese cultural thing that you may not have seen before. And these are the Vietnamese water puppets. Check these little guys out. These things are badass. They have this like whole theater behind these little puppets. You can see they got a little dragon boat going in there. These little puppets do a little show of a Vietnamese tradition. You can see that they're in water. I mean, the detail on these things, they're just really fantastic. I hope that I can get my hands on these. For me, it's a toss-up because I love both of them, and I'll probably get both of them to bring home. But if I only could bring one, I'm bringing the puppets. The puppets to me are just so cool, and I've always been a fan of puppets. So if that makes if I had to pick one, it would be puppets. What about you guys? What do you like? You like the lanterns? You like the puppets? Which one would you rather have? All right, moving along. I am going quickly. I'm moving different things. I usually have someone putting these pictures in ahead of time, but I'm doing them as we go along. It's time for number 3. Number 3 might make you a little sick, okay? What would you rather? Food time. Let's pop back to the comments. Hey, Basim, welcome, my man. Please welcome my friend Basim. Unfortunately, I will not be making it to China today or this trip, Basim, but hopefully soon, brother. I got to get back to LA for some things that I'm working on, and I can't do the 7-day quarantine, and then if they lock down again, I won't be able to make it. So welcome, Basim. He is my good friend from China. He is a Tunisian actor, director, writer. Good to see you, bro. I can't wait to see your project 81, and that's awesome. I love you too. Much love, brothers. Okay. Would be afraid a paper lantern would take damage in a suitcase. So Dow. I've thought of that, Martin. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one, like I said before, might make you sick. Guys, which would you rather have? It's either duck or pig blood soup. There it is. That is legit, dude. That is, you got some peanuts in there. You got the mint in there, but that is legitimate blood soup. Okay, this is right here. This is one of the local villagers offering up bowls of blood soup. Who could drink that blood soup? I don't know, man. That one would be tough. That's a rarity. That one does not look good. It does not look enticing. Nate would probably be the only one that I know. The thing is, if I see that, I know that I'm gonna have to try it, and I'm scared. That does not look good. I never liked the taste of the pig blood. I'll have to finish watching tomorrow. I'll need some sleep. Yes, Bubba. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for the good wishes. Duck done well is goddess. Duck is awesome good. Okay, but that is duck blood soup. But okay, that is your choice number one. Choice number two is it comes from the coconut tree. It's these little guys that bug their way into the coconuts and bury themselves and make them, well, you'll see. It is the coconut worms. Okay, look at those things. Giant larva worms. Okay, this is a delicacy. This is like, there's a couple of bees in there. People eat these things. They eat them and they squish. And like, once again, if I see these things, I'm going to be tempted to try them. I don't want to try them. This is the coconut worm. I don't know. This one's really tough because you got on the one side, it's like a soup of blood, right? Who wants to drink soupy blood? I certainly do not. The taste of iron. I've drinking the blood squares before. They're absolutely disgusting. This is what it says. Nate says, won't let me reconnect. Nate, we miss you, pal. He cannot reconnect. I don't know what happened, but what are we doing? Either the blood soup or the coconut worms? I don't know, man. I guess if I had to choose one, I guess the coconut worms. It was just the thought of it. I would just be like, it's like a giant booger, if you will. And then you whack down some beer or some Vietnamese coffee. I don't know, but both of them look disgusting. Both of them do not look like it's something that I would like to try. What do you guys think? What would you rather have and sample there? All right, going with the next one, question number 4. Let's go ahead and let me pull this up real quick. I got to put these in. Now, you heard me talk about this place earlier. Which one would you rather? Let me drop these two in here like this. And let me get the other two going. We got some comments. I'll get to those in a second. Now, Mike had alluded to his friend Richie that was a Vietnam vet, and he would like to see some videos of the countryside. Unfortunately, one of these places I will not be able to get. All right, who do we have here? Who's this 111? Soup Carzanese. What is that? I don't know. Welcome. You would take this soup. I like it. All right, let's see. Don't need staph infections, so worms. Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. The blood is not for me at all. All right, what would you rather go? This one's pretty simple, but I'm going to show you if you were in Vietnam, which would you rather go to? Would you rather go to the beach? Okay, this is Da Nang Beach. There was a big army base there during the Vietnam War. You can see from the road to the ocean is a big stretch of land with some palm trees dividing it. Pretty cool, pretty beautiful place. You can see it goes on for a while. Here's another beach in Vietnam. This is called Ho Tram. Okay, this is Ho Tam, and I actually will be going there tomorrow. So I'm going to spend a few days on this beach right here. Going to relax, take it easy, drink some beers, relax on the beach. Really cool spot. And once again, the stuff here in Vietnam is very cheap, and the service industry is wonderful. So really looking forward to that. Or would you rather go to the countryside? Would you rather go to these beautiful, epic rice fields? Now, these things are amazing. All right, they're all over Vietnam, but they're in mostly the north, I think, is this particular one. And then just look at this one. I got this picture. Look at this. This is just unbelievable. I remember first seeing this as a teenager or whatever, and I just couldn't believe that shit existed like this. I mean, this is just beautiful. Like, I know it's rice, and it doesn't, look like that when you're up close, because I've been in rice paddies before and rice fields, but I've never been in these ones. Looks absolutely wonderful. For me personally, I'm going to Hotam tomorrow. I've been to the other beaches like Nha Trang. Never been to Da Nang, but would hope to get there one day. It's a tough one because I love the beaches in Vietnam. I love the beach period. But if I had to choose, I would definitely go see those rice fields. I think that's just a unique cultural part of Vietnam that a lot of people don't see. That's like the working class people, and that's very interesting. And I would love to see that one day. So maybe next time I come back, because there will be a next time, I'll go check that out. Let's see what you guys think. Mike, that's duck blood soup. That's how it's pronounced in Polish. Oh, nice. Okay, these two guys are loving that you can enjoy it in a way they could not. Drinking it. Yeah, it's something that we talked about earlier. I have a lot of I don't even know how to properly say it, because, like I said, my friends' uncles, my friends' parents, and stuff like that, they've all were all in the war, and that's what we grew up hearing about Vietnam and stuff like that. But I've been here twice before. It's beautiful. And the third time is just humble. It's just, the people are amazing. The food is great. I love going out there. The kindest, genuine people. So I'm literally looking forward to it, and I'm glad to hear that you're finding some enjoyment about that, and we do appreciate it, and thank you for your service. So, like I said, I was never in war. Hopefully, I never will have to be. But if you are, it's just something you can't explain, I'm sure. So, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Rice fields for sure, says Martin. That's awesome. All Polish restaurants serve it in Buffalo. Really? I did not know that. That is interesting. I didn't know that you could eat the blood in buffalo. All right, going with the last one. Okay, the last one is kind of a toss-up. It's an easy one. We're not going to get disgusting today. We're just going to do it real quick. What would you rather? Would you rather go to Asia, or would you rather go to Central and South America? Let's do South America. So you have a wide range of countries in Asia that you can go to, or a wide variety of countries you can go to in South America. Which would you rather? Tough, because I haven't been that much to South America, and I've been all over Asia. I love Asia, and for me, I want to see the whole world, man. I want to see it all. I definitely want to get out there and see every bit of it. So it's tough, but it just, something draws me closer to Asia. I think it's the people. I think it's the food, the culture, just something about it. If I could, I would definitely love to spend another year. Spent 7 in Asia. I'd like to spend 1 full year and a different country for a month, traveling, even if I have to backpack it. That's what I love to do. So for me, it's Asia. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this What Would You Rather? Who is this 111? It says Asia is my vote. Good to hear. Thanks for hopping in. This is what we're doing, is the Bai Viet, okay, is another macro beer in Vietnam. I don't know if you tried this before, if you've seen this. This one's pretty local. It's hard to find. The only ones that I've actually seen in the United States is Bai Saigon, the one we did earlier, and I've seen the 333 beer. But, like I said, macro beer, you know what you're going to get. It's your lager. It's tasty. It's fresh. It's enjoyable. It's awesome when it's a hot day in Vietnam like it is today, and the humidity's kicking, and it's a holiday, and people are buzzing around their scooters and bikes and motorcycles and cars. Why not have a Bai Viet when in Vietnam, right? Here we go. Light, definitely very light beer. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't have a glass. I was a little underprepared for this episode. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had fun watching this episode. I just don't have all the whole set like I do back home, and I have the glasses and all that. But that's what makes it fun. The show must go on. I still showed up, still had fun, and now we're gonna go ahead and score the Bai Viet. Okay, like I said, it was somewhere around 40 dong, so about 20 cents, I believe. But first, let's get into the taste. It tastes a lot like Budweiser, and I think that's the prominent brewed in rice. It was light. It was 4.5%, so I was able to crush it down pretty easy. It's a nice session beer, especially when it's hot out. The taste is okay. It's not going to overwhelm you. It does taste like beer. I actually enjoyed the taste better than I liked the Bai Saigon. So I guess if I gave the Bai Saigon a 3.5, I'm giving the Bai Viet a 4.0 on taste. All right, not bad. Now, let's go ahead to the price. Like I said, how are you going to beat a can for 20 cents? 20 cents for a can of beer? That's incredible. Cisnia, pronounced Chardonnay. My grandfather made it. Is off to nice. I like it. UPS Joe says, "What up, yo, Joey? UPS Joey, is that one of your kids? That's awesome, dude. If that's one of your kids, Joey, welcome. Thanks for watching the show. I miss you, buddy. I'm having a great time in Vietnam. Can't wait to get back to Buffalo in December. I need you're going to be our host and producer for the Edward 40 Hand Show, and that's why I have you guys here for a minute. If you're in Western New York, if you're in Buffalo and you want to participate in the holiday annual Edward 40 Hands, please let me know between now and December 20th. So I'll put you on the slate. It's a fun day. We're going to be shooting all over on North End in Kenmore. We got a bus. We got a Bills bus. We're going to have an all-out blast this year. So please, if you're interested in playing Edward 40 Hands, we'd love to have you. All right, moving on to the price. I got to give it 5.0. 20 cents a can, give or take. Come on, that's not even a question. That's a no-brainer. Now, the design on this thing is okay. It's pretty cool. I don't know. There's not a dragon, but there's this really cool looking red bird phoenix thing. I don't know if it's a pelican or whatever. That's pretty cool. And like I said, the one thing I like about this thing is it's different. Okay, it's not your Coors. It's not your Budweiser. It's not your Miller. I like that it's part of this particular country. And when you start to go to other countries, you're going to see other designs and beers. I think that's always pretty cool. So design, it doesn't have a dragon, so I'm not going to give it a super score. I'll give it a 3.0, a little bit less than the Bai Saigon. All right, accessibility. This one is going to be even harder to find than the Bai Saigon, because the Bai Saigon we were able to find in the United States. I've never seen Bai Viet. This one's going to be harder. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 1.5. You're just not going to be able to find it unless you're in Vietnam. It's not a widely distributed international beer. I've never seen it imported. You might not even be able to find it in Thailand. I don't know. But I'm going to give it a score of a 1.5. From the TMD X Factor, rounding out today's beer on the show, guys, hands down 5.0. I'm here in Vietnam. I'm drinking beers. I'm in my hotel. I'm going to go film some videos all day today. I'm going out. I'm going to probably eat some seafood tonight in some crazy Vietnamese restaurant, drink some more beer, having the time of my life. Why wouldn't I give it a 5.0 for the Bai Viet? So let me total this up. 10, 7. Okay, so it scored just under the Bai Saigon, although the taste was a little better on this one. An overall score of an 18.5. 18.5 for the Bai Viet. Not a bad score at all for either beer, guys. The Bai Saigon, the Bai Viet. And if you don't know what it is, I talked about it earlier in the show. The Bai, B-I-A, stands for beer. Texting a clip of "Fuck you, Lizard," your DM. Nice. Dude, that's awesome, Mike. I can't wait to check that out. Like I said, I was in the jungles before. I went to Cu Chi tunnels, and I was there yesterday walking around. It was a pretty nuts experience. So, guys, I just want to go ahead and round out the show just like we normally do, so the guys are not getting cheated. Okay, what am I reading? I don't have a die, so I'm just going to go ahead and let know what I'm reading. The new show is coming up about all the dragons and the mystical stuff. I love Lord of the Rings trilogy. Every time I go on an adventure, I like to read Lord of the Rings. Especially, I like to read The Hobbit. Great book for adventure and travel. If you haven't read this book, it's very similar to the movie. I thought they did a great job with the 3-part movies. A lot of people will be very picky on it, but the thing I like about it is traveling. It's just such an important part of life. You learn so much and you gain so much perspective. And if you look back, what J.R.R. Tolkien was talking about by using his character Bilbo was when Gandalf was talking to him about, you need to go on this adventure. The ring is what he found and everything. But it was all about going on the greatest adventure. oftentimes, sometimes you can have a family member or a friend and try to persuade them to go on a vacation or go somewhere new, different, whatever, and they don't want to go, but then they go. And then they have the best time of their life, and their life has changed because they've gained that perspective. They're not living in that little box anymore. You get out there and you see the world, you know, and it's such an important thing. And when I read this book, a lot of different stuff starts floating around, and I absolutely love it. That's what I'm reading. Don't ever be afraid to go back to a book that you've read before or a movie, whatever. Just it's like a muscle. You got to train it. You know, your brain. It's hard in the beginning. You may only read 2 pages and be tired, bored, distracted, whatever. Just push on through. Let your imagination go wild. That's today. That's what I'm reading. We lost Nate, but I'm still going to go ahead with the quote of the show, and it's a Vietnamese proverb, and I'm going to go ahead and try it in Vietnamese. So hang with me. All right, this proverb, here we go. It's Di mat ngoi dang hoc moi san kon. Okay, so I don't know if I said that correctly. Di mat ngoi dang hoc mat san kon. Okay, and then what this means is, this is a Vietnamese proverb, and it says, a day of traveling will bring a basket full of learning. It's kind of, you know, this really, I don't know, it just caught my eyes. I was looking at Vietnamese proverbs and stuff like that, because that's what traveling does. And I talked about just briefly before this about the J.R.R. Tolkien Hobbit book and how it brings perspective. Like, you can go out and travel and you can learn so much about just simple shit like, you know, beer that we talk about and the money that they use, and, you know, currency and stuff like that. You start to learn, but day after day or time after time that you travel, you learn so much stuff about people and about the world, about life, and, you know, you start to understand culture. And to be honest with you, it makes you more resilient and understanding and patient with your own culture. You know, oftentimes, you know, I get down and out about, you know, the way that Americans behave. But then when I go out and travel and I learn about the world, and I see how it looks, and through, you know, different perspectives and stuff like that, I come back in America, I'm refreshed, I'm charged, I'm more tolerant of the way that people behave, because I start to understand it more when you start to learn more by traveling. So, like the Vietnamese proverb said, it's a day of traveling will bring a basket full of learning. Now, my Vietnamese is not good, but I understand what they're saying. That's the quote of the show, guys. If you can take something from this show, I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you have fun. Thank you so much for watching. We lost Nate. I don't know where he is. I know he was pretty bushwhacked. He was pounding them down, but he'll be back next week. Be sure to check him out at Saturday at 10 a.m. Give him full support. Thank you so much to all my friends in Kenmore, Tonawanda, all over the world. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I'm going to go film some travel videos out there. I'm going to go have some fun. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Great night. This is the Bye Viet and the Bye Saigon. I'm Travel Man Dan. Remember, there's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Bye, guys. Thank you very much.